ladies and gentlemen, for the 875th time it is, the Mason and Friends Show, featuring the Black Hand of Mike.
Yeah.
AKA the Black Hand of God, as recently nicknamed by Harvest Black.
Oh, word. My man.
I think he might have misspoke. as well as myself, Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today? Hey, is this it's either Edward Scissorhands or Beetlejuice?
You're wrong, and it's not a Tim Burton movie. It's neither of those.
Hold on, wait, it's neither one of those?
Neither of those.
Oh, man.
I really got you fucked up on this one. I watched this movie on Paramount Plus this weekend.
I ain't even got Paramount Plus. Is this an old movie?
Yes. It's
like a
90s? It's 90s. It's big in the 90s. Early 90s, this movie was a big time movie for a lot of people for a lot of ways. It's not a great movie, but it was very much in the cultural lexicon of, say, 93, maybe 92, something like that.
Oh, is this this can't be. It's not The Nightmare Before Christmas type shit, is it? No, that's Tim Burton again.
That's Tim Burton again.
God damn it.
I knew when you went to Tim Burton movies that this had you so far off base. This is so funny to me right now, because when I tell you what it is, you're going to be like, oh, motherfucker.
Is this ain't no Batman movie, is it?
It is not a superhero movie. It came out a couple of years after the Tim Burton Batman, and it's definitely not a superhero movie. Let's see if I can get it to start over again.
Guess I won't be making my favorite.
God damn it, YouTube, you bastards. Alright, give me a minute here. I'm trying to use my iPad for you. Let me flip it for you again, Mike. Uno mas. I'll tell you whenever you ask.
Jumanji.
Nope.
This ain't Jumanji?
Stars. If I tell you.
God damn it.
Recently you said you don't know the white bitches, so this is a Sharon Stone movie. Which with the other hints should nail it, but since you probably don't know the white bitch.
Sharon Stone, yeah, she sounds familiar, but I've already said I know.
Do you remember did you see Hot Shots?
Yeah.
Do you remember the gratuitous beaver shot?
Yeah.
Do you remember what it's spoofing?
Fuck no, I don't remember.
I can't give it to you any closer without giving it to you. Michael Douglas, Sharon Stone.
I don't know.
A Jerry Goldsmith composed and conducted soundtrack.
Michael Douglas.
He got the slick back hair. He's a cop, San Francisco.
I don't know this one.
He's investigating a woman who is a writer.
I know.
Who has mysterious deaths.
I can't think of the name.
She has mysterious deaths that take place around her.
What is it?
Basic Instinct.
Oh man. Oh, duh. God damn it, now I remember.
I was trying so hard to give it to you without telling you.
Because I remember the scene, but I don't remember the name of the movie where the scene was from when she turns around in the chair.
She turns to him.
Yeah.
I just watched it, and she's like talking to him like she knows him. And all the other dudes are there, right?
Because I was like,
and man. She turns to him and uncrosses her legs and hits him with the full spread beaver shot, and then recrosses her legs. And everybody in there, it'd be like if we were doing a podcast and there were 5 or 6 of us there, and there was some chick, and it was just 5 guys or 6 guys and a chick, and the chick was coming on to one of us really hardcore, and like the other ones aren't even there. Oh, bro. Like she's being interviewed by these guys and interacting with them, but then she's like looking at Michael Douglas like, what's going on with you?
I don't know why I was thinking like The Firm or The Negotiator. I don't know why I was thinking all of them, but not that one.
It's got the same color in the the picture or whatever, the movie poster.
All of them got the same damn color back then.
Yeah, they got that same vibe.
Enemy of the State, all that shit. It was all the same stuff. I'll be goddamn.
Back before Will Smith was smacking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Back when I still supported Will Smith.
Yeah, I think I might watch the new Bad Boys this week, and I might rent that joint.
Have you seen it?
Nah, that's what I said. I might rent it just to see what it's working with.
Huh. Well,
I think it's on demand. I might try it out, see what's working. Because everybody says Martin carries the whole fucking movie. They say Martin's fucking hilarious in this bitch.
Martin is a funny guy. He's funnier than Will Smith.
So I want to see how it all plays out. You know, I'm interested to see how that works.
Well, because I've seen memes saying that dude that they were fucking with in whichever other movie is I guess still with Will Smith's character's
little
daughter.
motherfucker when he comes to the door.
Reggie.
Yeah. Who the fuck you here for? Huh? He here to see your niece. Oh, you here to take my niece, huh? You ever been fucked? You ever made love to a man before?
Yeah, dude, that's
oh man, that's funny shit right there. Fucking. Now I gotta ask you this, because this is. I know you seen the memes for this bitch. The Aussie chick in the fucking breakdancing competition of the Olympics.
Oh my god. Dude, I am as old as I am. I've watched I had a DVD on how to breakdance. I could break it down better than that bitch was.
Anybody could.
That was amazing.
I watched this shit
amazing.
Start to finish.
She looked like when I was in 5th grade or 4th. Then was in 5th grade. Gym class made us do like a dance routine. And we're like groups. We were doing group dance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I guess they wanted us to do like Michael Jackson videos and shit with Thriller or whatever. But we were all just making up our own shit. And everybody was being all goofy and shit. And yeah, that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of 5th graders making up dance in 1992.
Bruh, bless her fucking heart, I guess, because I mean, she was out there.
You gotta rep for your nation. If you're the best break dancer in New Zealand, where was this bitch from?
Australia.
If you're the best break dancing bitch in Australia, and you were bad, you still got to go rep for your nation.
That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if the only basketball team Australia has is the Special Olympians, they got to go to the regular Olympics too.
My daughter was watching this shit with me because it was women breakdancing. She wanted to see the women breakdance. I said, I got you, baby. We gonna watch this shit. And she goes, Dad, what is she doing? I said, baby, I don't even know.
Bad. She's doing very bad.
I said, that ain't the shit I grew up with. The shit they doing, this ain't the shit I seen. You know what I mean? This isn't, to me, what I would consider.
Even the gold medal winning women's was not impressive.
Yeah.
I watched some clips of that and was like, yeesh.
You know, and you had the little young girl. You had the girl from Lithuania with the do-rag against Amy. They didn't say Amy. It wasn't how they pronounced this. Ami. That's it. And I'm like, you know, these motherfuckers was dead ass tired. Like, I watched how when it started till it ended, and these motherfuckers was beat. Like, they didn't get no rest. You know what I mean? They had maybe a 2-hour break from when it first started the competition to.
It looked like it was set up battle style. Like they went on 2-on-2.
It was.
And then whoever won, I guess, went on and braked against somebody else.
Whoever flipped the coin. So it started off. The first round was it was 16 girls. They had them in 4 different groups, and they battled 2-on-2, or 1-on-1 and they took the top 2 from each. Quarter or each quarter group and fucking then put it into another. So they ended up dancing like 4 fucking times to get to the semi.
Jeez. So they were all worn out by the time they got to the end.
By the time it was at the end, you could see
they were all wearing like
done.
outfits and shit.
Yeah, they was wearing the same shit that they wore when they started early that morning. Like it started at 10 o'clock.
But I mean, they had like sleeves and pants. They weren't dressed for like long term.
Not at all. Not at all.
They were dressed to be fly.
The time was wearing on them. I'm like, damn, why they gotta dance so much?
They should all have to wear their own country color Adidas sweatpants suits.
That would have been tight.
You know what I'm saying?
That would have been fly.
And you should have to you'd be able to walk around in just shorts when you're not breaking.
But here's the thing, I wouldn't have done it that long. I would have took your top 2 out of each fucking thing, and boom, you guys are now the semi. You take the top 2 from there, and you keep breaking it down until you got to the final 2. Instead of having to go through this shit, because
I wouldn't have had it all on the same day either.
Brother,
we're gonna have like the first grouping today, and then tomorrow we're gonna go again.
There was one other chick that was worse than the Aussie chick, and I felt bad for this girl because this girl I really felt bad for. She was on the Olympic refugee team, and
the refugee team.
Yeah. So I don't know if people know this, but in the Olympics, there's a refugee team where they take people that don't have a country, that can't rep their country. And like this girl, she was from Afghanistan, And she was a breaker from Afghanistan on the refugee team. Before the
she did worse than the Australian girl?
I'd say they were neck and neck. You know what I mean? But the shit she was doing, I'm like, this girl just like said, I seen some breakdance and I'll breakdance for us in this, in this competition.
Right, she's the best chance.
But she had to battle the Netherlands chick named India to get in. Like, there were 17 girls.
Chick from the Netherlands named India.
Yeah. So there were 17 girls and they had to do an elimination battle first.
17
to get rid of one of them. So it was either going to be the Netherlands chick or the Olympic refugee. And the Olympic refugee, it was so bad, and I'm like, oh, you gotta just make it stop.
I saw something that said that there was not going to be breakdancing in 2028.
No. They said that before even the event started. They said that there wasn't going to be in LA. They're not bringing breaking to LA. Which to me, bullshit. Exactly.
Yeah, what you gonna bring it around for and not even do it?
So you gonna do it in Paris
just because you did it poorly?
It was done just because you
clearly don't know what you're doing.
The DJs, the music was. They could have done better with the music. Way better with the music. I think if you brought it over here where it originated at, where it started at.
I mean, it certainly sounds like we had the best chance of bringing breakdance into the
table. It would be a better show.
But you would have to hire somebody that's real and put them in charge of that segment.
You have to. And you'd have to have a motherfucker like Crazy Legs be out there.
Well, I'm saying if it's in LA, you could be like, we're down at Venice Beach doing it.
Yeah.
Like we're down here somewhere on the side of the beach where there's like a graffiti mural in the background.
Yeah, you want to have that shit.
There's ocean.
You want to have the elements of hip hop
everything there
mixed in there that you need to have to make it real, feel right. But also get real fucking breakers.
Get Fab Five Freddy to come out.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? Get somebody out there to be really ripping
Joe
it up.
Claire, Joe Cleasy.
You got
know what I mean? There's so much shit over here that it would work better in the U.S.
Is Curtis Blow still alive?
Yep.
I'm saying, if Curtis Blow's still around,
could have had anybody.
You should have the breaks. You should have Curtis Blow rapping the breaks for like 45 minutes. Give him fucking verse after, give him more and more verses.
They could have fucking done it, I think, so much better over here because France. Over there, it dropped the ball. It was so sad to watch. Granted, some of the shit was good. There were some things that was good in it, and I applauded that was good. But the shit, it was so much bad that you really couldn't applaud the good. Like I was good. I was glad that it was going on. Snoop came out for the women and started it off with some fucking stick and he tapped on the ground 3 times. They're like, this is the official breakdance and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what?
So Snoop tried to get it right. He tried to get it popping.
That motherfucker left. He left during the fucking qualifying joint. Snoop rolled the fuck on out. He was at the entrance.
I would have this instrumental going, and I'd have Curtis Blow live for the gold medal rap.
And you could fucking mix that shit however you need and just let him break to that shit.
I'd have a DJ out there flipping this break.
That's all you need.
Breaks on the train.
But see, that's the thing. Here's the thing, though. They didn't have. They had these motherfucking joints. Now, granted, the people that were dancing, they knew the songs.
Of course, that's their choices.
No, it's not their choices. They had. It was whatever songs the DJs had to clear. They're like breakers breakdance these songs all the time.
I can see it right now because I can see LA breakdancing in the Olympics.
Tight to the motherfucker.
It's dope as shit. Curtis Blow is doing this. That's the breaks. That's the breaks.
And you got a motherfucker up there doing everything, popping and all that shit. There wasn't none of that. There was a lot of fucking floor work.
Yeah, no, it looked like they weren't really doing a lot of what I was hoping to see.
That's what I was hoping to see some shit like
Crazy Legs, man.
Turbo and Ozone.
Mr. Wiggles.
You know what I mean?
I want to see some motherfuckers out there getting busy.
I want to see a motherfucker try to dance with a broom. That's what I want to see.
People up there rock steady, man. I gotta see a guy with a fishing hook tied to a broom dancing with that motherfucker walking it across the stage.
What I saw when I was a kid, when I would be at the skating ring and Africa Bambaata's joint would come on and that would tell you that's a battle about to fucking happen.
Yeah.
When that shit come on, I stopped playing the video game and immediately went to the wall to see who the fuck was out there on the floor and what the fuck they was gonna do, because I knew it was about to be some tight shit happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, buddy.
And that shit, it didn't give me that excitement that I thought I would have as a kid. I wanted to have that nostalgia excitement back, like, oh shit, all right, they about to go out here and wreck some shop. And then that Australian bitch really just, I'm like, I had to see this bitch 4 times go on stage.
So she made it. Wait, what? She performed more than once?
Yeah, because it's 4 groups, and each one of these people in the groups had to perform 4 times against all these other motherfuckers, and they had to take the top 2 from each group. When that joint hit, as soon as you heard that shit, you was like, oh fuck. Yo, hey. Yes. They about to get it in.
Yes.
Yo, they about to get it in. Yo, for real, who is it? I don't fucking know, but you already know what's happening.
It don't
and then
matter.
boom, it come out and them motherfuckers just hit the joint. They be right there in each other's faces. I'm like, I was ready for some shit like this and didn't get that, so fuck
Dude,
you.
I think without having any breakers here thus far, we've already produced a better break dancing program than the Olympics
Fuck
did.
yeah, already.
Just between the two of us.
And 2 songs.
Yes.
And that's it.
We're going to have a live rendition of Africa Bambaataa, and we're going to have Curtis Blow performing live at the
And
gold
boom.
medals. And that's just what it's going to be. These are going to be the joints. People are going to be like, why we got to keep dancing to these same songs? Because, man, if you can flip it to this shit,
You good to go.
you good. That's what we need around here. This is America, goddammit.
Bruh, that shit was so fucking just like lackluster shit. I'm like, man. And then when the bitch did her fucking T-Rex thing that she did.
Man, I seen the bitch. She was wearing
Bruh.
green. She had the hoodie up. She was on the floor. She was running in a circle with her shoulder in the same
yo,
spot.
while she's holding
I
her
was like,
shit.
yo, you've got to be kidding me. This is no.
She look.
No.
It looked like she was about to flip or do something, but she never flipped. She
See,
couldn't.
Mike, you know what they're doing, man? They're making a mockery of our
That's
culture.
exactly what the fuck they were
The
doing.
Olympics made a mockery of
That's
our
what
culture.
pissed me off. That pissed me the fuck off. I'm
Like, you and I already know how to produce the segment better than what they did.
yeah, with no fucking problem.
No preparation. I didn't have these songs in the
Nope.
in the
This is
fodder
because
ready
it
to go.
originated here, motherfucker. This is where it started at. And you gonna take it and debut it in fucking Paris with some half-ass motherfuckers. Like, now, granted, the girl from America, that logistics,
I bet she ripped it.
oh, she looked good. Like, she was a fine little motherfucker thing.
Dude, you know who was
But she
looking
was
fine?
tired than a motherfucker though.
Man, I was watching them girls play basketball this morning. Live, I was watching them gold medal match for Paris versus the U.S., which ironically was Paris versus U.S. in men's and women.
Yeah.
Interesting. We served up Paris with France with 2 silver medals with our gold medal asses. But you know, I got to tell you, there was a girl on the French team, couple of them. I was like, what's up?
Oh yeah, bad
man.
things.
That girl that made the 2-pointer that could have been a 3 that could have taken them to OT.
Yeah.
That bitch was fine than a motherfucker.
Yep.
Oh my God. Hello. Hi. How are you? Like, that was some
The
shit.
volleyball teams, the American volleyball, beach volleyball, I wasn't too impressed with. The women on that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't seen much. I really haven't.
But what's called the gymnast though, the Brazilian chick, they had the Brazil and the Colombian chick. Oh my God, that Colombian chick was just. She don't need to be flipping. She don't need to do any of that. she don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, great. Yeah, that's your dream, but you ain't got to do that.
That's their thing, though. But they know they don't have to do it forever.
Yeah.
And once you do an Olympic thing once, like, that's technically enough. You could do it more if you're really like into it like that. But if you make it to the Olympics once, like,
they get money for medals. Like those that win medals, they get some kind of package when they get back to their home countries.
A lot of countries, you'll be like the guy that's advertising the rugs at the rug store.
Yeah, some shit,
forever.
just something, you know what I mean? Like the Wheaties box. Remember when they used to put motherfuckers on the Wheaties?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and you'd be on the Wheaties box in, like, Brazil. You won the Olympic gold medal, and you won the
Did you see
Brazilian
the men
cover.
play, the men's basketball team, we played,
Sudan? Or Morocco? Or something.
It was something. It's not Sudan. It was something else. Serbia, something like that. With
with Nikolai Djokovic.
Yeah,
I didn't see the Serbia game, but I heard it was close.
Close wasn't the word. They was beating the brakes off of us. I mean,
that's the one Steph Curry led like the miraculous comeback in.
Yeah, because look, I'm telling you, the Serbs made the motherfucking Americans work. Like, I was into that fucking game because fucking we was trailing by 15.
Well, you know, it's like when I was
the whole fucking time.
When I was watching the girls' game and it was so close, and this part of me really wanted France to win.
So that's the same thing I was with the fucking Serbs. Part of me wanted the Serbs to win, so it would shut everybody up.
Exactly. Yes. Like, I wanted everybody to be humbled.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of us
because it's not, and it's not even that. I think it's the egos that were on the U.S. team.
There's a smugness about the U.S. team this year,
and it wasn't even the smugness of it. It was a few of those players that felt like, oh no, this is gonna be ours regardless of what the fuck we do, type shit, you know. And the announcers constantly going, is LeBron gonna be the one to save him? LeBron's not the one out here doing the damn thing. There's other cats out here really fucking doing the work. You know what I mean? LeBron is just fucking here for the name. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, dude.
What? That right there?
We are flipping the Olympics when they have Olympics in L.A.
Going back to Cali would have been another one.
Telling you.
Going back to Cali would have been another one.
Telling you, I'm going to have LL up there rapping. Okay, think about it. Everybody would love to come do that.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody would love to come do that.
Come rock the stage, man, while it's breaking.
Right?
You have the MC. You have the DJ with the scratching.
Yes.
You have the graffiti wall.
You know what?
And the breaking.
I ain't letting Will Smith come, but if Fresh Prince want to show up, that's allowed. I'd let Fresh Prince come out and flip it. He would do his stupid ass
fucking running man. You know Will Smith got his own signature dumbass dance that he would do.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's if Jada lets him out the house and all that other shit.
Yeah, Jada wouldn't let him out the house. You're right.
Yeah, I mean.
Jada would be like, no, you're not going to do the Olympics.
But like, man, shout out to fucking Tabs, aka Squeezem's kid's wife. Happy birthday to you, sweetheart.
Happy birthday.
Got a good get together with them, man. Fuck Big Lots. Big Lots is
out of business, baby.
Yeah, Big Lots is going out of business.
No Moss and Big Lots. Big Lots nationwide.
Well, the only one
just Manassas.
The only one they're closing so far is Manassas. The one in Culpeper is still available.
Yeah, but it's going to be a rolled out slow roll.
Oh, probably.
Culpeper will be catching all the stuff that's coming out of the places that are closed.
Yeah, because it's the bigger one, you know. And eventually, I guess Bob's will take it over because Bob's is out there.
You think Bob's going to buy up these places?
Bob's is already out there next to Big Lots. Bob's Discount is right there, opened up right there next to him.
Bob's Discount Furniture fucking up Big Lots. Ain't gonna be no more Big Lots because of Bob's.
Let me tell you about Big Lots. So my homegirl decided that they were getting new furniture and they found a good deal at Big Lots because they're going out of business, right?
Sure.
Me and Biggie, we meet her there, and I'm like, all right, find out, if we got to drive the truck around back to get the furniture, or do we got to go up front? Because I'm not sure what they got, you know what I mean?
Right.
She gives me a call, says, hey, pull the truck up front. They said that we got to come through the store with the furniture. I'm like, why would we come through the store?
That's how good a deal it is.
With the furniture. So I'm thinking,
we're not going to load it up for you. You got to drag it out there yourself through the store.
I'm thinking that it's
display model.
Display shit. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. If it's a display model, we just pick it up off the floor. Since they're going out of business, we pick it up, throw it in the truck, no big deal, right?
Right.
We go to the back. Now, you remember Consuela on Family Guy? Remember how she always... Yeah, remember she used to go, oh, no. That right there. This goddamn little bitch. No. Bless her heart. Again, this goddamn bitch takes us to the back of the store, right? We're in the back of the store. There's two bay doors. One big ass door, one like little dock door, right? And she goes, okay, here's your pieces of furniture. There's one piece by the big bay door with like 5 different pieces of shit in front of it. Then, excuse me, there's 2 more pieces in the middle of this like, I don't know, it's like a little conveyor belt thing on both sides, but it's 2 pieces in the middle of this shit with 3 pieces of furniture in it, right? So now Biggie goes, okay, so you're telling me you have 3 pieces of furniture and they're not together and they're not ready to be picked up, like they're blocked by other shit? She's like, yes. And I'm like, what the fuck? I said, all right.
Now y'all wonder why you're going out of business.
I said, okay, real quick question. Can we use the dock door to load the truck up? And she hits me with the Consuela. Oh, no. Why not? Oh no, that's not the answer.
No explanation. Like, no is the answer.
I'm asking you.
You don't get explanations.
You have 2 doors here. How come we can't use one of these doors? Like, how about that little one right there? Oh no, it's a lock. I see the lock on it. Can you go get the key and unlock that, and then we load up right there? Oh no. So at this time, Biggie's like, man, fuck this shit. I'm getting the fucking dolly. I'll move the shit out the fucking way. So he's moving shit out the way to get the big piece of furniture. I'm like, bruh, it's their job to have this shit ready. They should be doing this shit. This is not, like, I do enough shit to where we don't need to be moving nothing. That's not on us, right?
Well, it shouldn't be, because you're going to damage something else.
Exactly.
That's
so
the reason why.
The lady says, here's $2. I'm like, but bitch, we can use, fuck it, cool. The lady said, well, look, help will be here at 5 o'clock. And it's like 4:45 right now. And Biggie's like, man, fuck this shit. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. If you want to wheel it through the store, then fuck it. I grabbed a little piece. I got the little dolly. I'm going through the store. Now, kids guiding me, and I'm fucking shit up. She's like, yo, you fucking shit up. I said, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they told me to push it out.
This is their fault. I am not a professional. If they don't want me to fuck shit up, 1, have somebody else do this shit that works here. 2, make the aisles wide enough for furniture to get fucking through. You know what I mean? Fuck Big Lots right now. Fuck them. So we go outside. We got 2 pieces out there. Biggie has the industrial dolly with the big ass piece, and he's like, man, it fits just right going down the aisle. I'm like, it doesn't matter. We shouldn't be doing this. Like, it should be a simple process, more simple than this. So we go back here to eyeball the last piece. Well, this dude comes back here. He's like, hey, how's everybody doing? I'm here to help out with whatever you may need. I said, oh, so you're to help. Okay, cool. Check this out.
Take that shit and go put it in that truck.
I said, I got a question for you. How come we can't use that door right there? He said, I'm going to try to give you the best answer I can give you, but I don't work at this store. What the fuck? Then what are you here for? He goes, I'm just the guy to make sure everything gets sold out of this store. Bitch, you're not making sense. Just like this lady just told me some shit that didn't make sense. He goes, man, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense here.
Sir, there's a lot of things that don't make sense. That's why we're going out of business.
Yeah, I said, but still. Okay, so Biggie at this point got the motherfucking thing on the dolly, and I'm still trying to figure out. I just want to know why I can't use this dock door. That's all I want to know, man. He said, well,
Mike, you just want the most basic of shit to be answered. You don't need the big deal. You're like, look it, man, I just need to open this door. I don't need to know why Big Lots is out of business.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I can see.
I see that. I don't care. So the guy goes, well, this door right here that has the shit all in front of it, that's a door where the truck is parked at. I said, okay, I get that. I'm talking about this little door right here, because this obviously is a door that you can fucking get rid of some shit out of. He said, well, you got to have a truck with a lift gate. And I looked at him. I said, man, I got a pickup truck and a 610 motherfucker. That's a lift gate. You know what I mean? I can lower the shit down to him. It can't be that big of a dock. I know it's not that big of a dock. There's no way it's that you got a huge ass fucking dock right here. It's not happening. I said, you know what? Fuck it. Biggie done already took this motherfucker. He's wheeling on out. I said, you know what? Fuck Big Lots. So when I got back to my homegirl's house, I tell her wife, hey, sweetheart, fuck Big Lots. She goes, man, Mike, any other time I find a place that delivers shit, but Big Lots has such a good deal on this motherfucker. I went ahead, God, I didn't know it was going to be that big of an ordeal. I said, man, Big Lots just fucking sucks. I said, if this is how they were running their shit, explains why they're fucking going out of business. Useless bastards.
They've been like that forever. Like, my grandfather took me to that shit when I was a kid once in Pennsylvania, and I remember the aisles having just stuff piled up in them.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a mess.
Yeah.
There's just a mess everywhere. Like, okay, if this is how you guys run it. Like,
that's the same thing I said, man. So I can see why y'all going out. And then I was like, you know what? Bob's discount is right there. He probably got some better shit going on. He
can deliver it too. Bob got a truck.
Yeah.
Bob's truck. Bob's delivery truck. You bring in a Bob Opedic or the whatever, man. They got it all.
He always that little motherfucking goddamn doll or whatever the fuck he is on his commercials. He always got something going on.
He must have just aged out or something. Like there's this Blinds to Go ad lately I've been seeing on the TV. Kind of annoys me because at the end there's this dude. The dude might be 70. Yeah. I'll give it to him. He might be 70, but he ain't no much older than 70 if he is 70.
Yeah.
And it says, You know, they're just saying the whole commercial, thanks for a great 70 years. And then this guy at the end comes on and it says founder under his name. It's like Steven something or another, right?
Yeah.
Founder. And he says, thanks for a great 70 years. And I'm like, motherfucker, even if you were 10 years old when you founded this company, you ain't a motherfucking founder of 70 years. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man.
That shit pissed me off, man. So Blinds to Go, I am not fucking patronizing your establishment. Even if even if this was like sponsored by Blinds to Go.
Yeah,
the Mason and French Show brought to you by Blinds to Go. I won't be purchasing there, but you should. That's how the ad would go. Yeah.
It ain't for me, but if it's for you, go ahead and get yours. If you need blinds.
They've been there a long time and apparently do a reasonable job, but the man that runs the place is a fucking liar.
Yeah, but he's saying thank you for 70 years, though.
Apparently they've done 70 years, and he founded it 70 years ago.
He might have told his dad, hey, Dad, we should get some curtains. Nah, boy, how about some blinds?
Nah, he was directing his father from his father's balls. He was
yeah. We
need to start this company.
Go ahead, shoot me out.
Look at here, you little bastard. You ain't even born yet. Well,
I'm going to be the strongest swimmer you got. I got you.
I got this whole thing under control.
It's already mapped out.
Everybody in here is just going to carry me on a fucking chair.
That's it.
Egg, and it's going to be on and popping.
I already had the blueprints and everything. I know where the first building's going to be at. We're going to break ground.
I got the map.
As soon as I get out of fucking elementary, we're breaking ground, goddammit.
Yeah, like, I just don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate liars.
Yeah, like that bitch in the Olympics that she had to lie on her resume. There's no way.
There's nobody better in New Zealand or Arizona or Australia.
There had to been.
There's no better breaker in Australia than that bitch. No better female.
And she had because she had a PhD in breaking.
What? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't know how you get a PhD in that shit. I swear it was like a skit. I think it was just a joke.
Dude, everything's a joke. You in here telling me about the collard green pot everything's fucking fucked up, man.
Oh, fucking you hear what happened to Nelly?
No, I didn't hear about Nelly. What did Nelly do?
Apparently, he was at some casino he goes to quite frequently in St. Louis.
Okay.
One big, right?
Okay.
And they say he's won big before there. But this time he won big. They say they have to do a background check on him before they can give him the money.
That's some bullshit.
So apparently there was a warrant for him from last year, 2023, for him driving without insurance or some shit. Which to me doesn't make any sense because you're rich as fuck. Why do you not have car insurance?
And if you can't get car insurance, what are you driving for when you're rich and you can just have a motherfucker drive you around?
You know, I know Shaq, man. Call the general. You know what I'm saying? He hook you up with low prices. That's what he be saying.
That's what he says.
Then they also caught him with 4 ecstasy pills. And I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all, Nelly won the jackpot, one of the big ass jackpots, and now y'all doing a background check on him, and the lawyer's like, oh, none of this is gonna stick because maybe it's some technicality.
But what does one have to do with another?
I don't know.
If I'm a drug felon, am I not allowed to go to the casino?
I don't. He's not. That's to say, he's not a drug felon. I think this is like misdemeanor.
That's like the worst
at best.
I'm saying that's like the worst case scenario, right?
Yeah, because I'm like, all right, so you had a warrant out on you for not having insurance in 2023. So what does that have to do with you getting your money from the casino that you hit big on? I don't see how the two tie together.
Yeah, it don't add up to me. They're just looking for a way out.
I'm like, y'all know this man got a baby on the way. You know what I'm saying?
But does Nelly always have a baby on the way?
Nah, This is
Is he responsible with his busting nuts?
Him and Ashanti, they're having a baby.
Ashanti?
Yeah, they done got married.
Nelly married Ashanti.
They done got married. Got a baby getting ready to come out.
A round of applause for Nelly.
He went on there and bust up in that dang thing. Irv Gotti upset, probably cried in the shower. I don't know how many times.
Irv Gotti been crying in the shower.
You motherfucker, you to bust up in that goddamn juicy ass when she used to come to the house in the sweatpants, and I was like, look at that ass.
I mean, but wouldn't he have been part of like all this, child trafficking with Jay-Z and
Irv?
Puffy and all that?
It's possible, I guess.
Would they be on the peripheral of that?
I don't think they let Irv in the club like that.
Oh yeah.
Because
Irv, you creeping out the children.
They didn't fuck with Irv like that back in the day. They were, you know what I mean? They're like, yo, you ain't rolling with us.
Yeah.
Nobody really cared too much for Irv.
I thought he was like a part of things, but Was he a rapper?
Irv Gotti? No. He was just the head of Murder Inc. Like he was.
Oh, right, okay.
Like how Suge was the Death Row and Diddy is the bad boy.
Well, but where does Benzino fit into that then? I thought he was a part of that bullshit too.
Benzino was the head of Double XL.
I thought he was the Source.
Or the Source. Because
I knew he was involved with the Source.
He was in one of the magazines. He was the head of whatever magazine, so it had to have been the Source then.
Well, then all those magazines are gone now.
Yeah. I mean, you can probably still see something online, but I mean...
Yeah, online.
It's not like it used to be. I remember getting the XL and looking up 5 mics to see who the next motherfucker that was going to come out be.
Yeah, what's the dope shit to check out?
Like when you looked at albums and they rated albums on, how many mics the album got.
They had a random mixtape that you could get off of the Source.
Yep.
And then you could just download it if you was on Napster at the right time. Yep. There was a time you just download that shit on Napster. It'd be even doper now. You could get them off
There was a
Spotify.
fucking time period when that shit was just fucking great. When you looked at the magazine to see who was up and coming and be like, all right, who's on deck?
Well, now you just got to find them yourself.
Yeah, instead of
look out for the homie
time,
like Harvest Black out there putting out the new record and shit.
Instead of wasting your time fucking actually listening to a whole fucking thing, let me look in the magazine. Oh man, this shit says this motherfucker 4.5 mics. Why ain't they give it 5?
Well, and also they kind of like were losing credibility with giving out 5 mics on whack records.
Yeah, they did fuck themselves up because that's when Benzino started getting paid to say, this motherfucker shit here is a 5 mic album.
You can't sell out, man. You can't sell out.
That's the biggest problem.
They blew it.
Yo, also check this out. So Netflix is in development to make a spinoff of A Different World. Using it would be Whitley and Dwayne Wade's baby girl.
Shut up.
In college.
Whitney and Dwayne Wade's kid?
Yep.
Like they left and got together and had a baby?
Yep. Well, technically,
or was she pregnant at the end?
No, technically they were married, but they weren't pregnant. But they was together.
Okay.
But they're gonna say this spinoff. Now, here's the thing:
is it going to be in association with Cosby?
It needs to be. It needs to be
because he's technically out of jail, right?
Yeah. He's been out. He's Different World's been in syndication, man. It still comes on TV.
Oh yeah, dude, I see that
Cosby shows on TV.
They should have like,
but Cosby should
Marissa
be a part
Tomei
of it.
should be involved too. Fuck the bullshit.
At least fucking. Matter of fact,
I don't know, dude. I think if Cosby's on there, it might really taint it. If his name's on there.
If you could fucking somehow take the original cast and do a good like spin-off push off to be like, okay,
you mean like Sinbad's still there and Whitney?
Sinbad can't be there because he's too fucked up.
Why not? No. Oh, what? He can't even walk.
Yeah. He's too fucked up. But what you can do, because remember, he ended up leaving in one of the episodes. He was the last. He's like, I'm not going to be the headmaster no more. I'm going on about my life, And it went to Jaleesa being the headmaster, and then eventually,
damn, Mike, you really know your motherfucking.
Fuck yeah, man.
Different world.
Different World is what made me want to go to fucking college. I wanted to go to fucking Grambling University because of A Different World and Pledge Omega. I wanted to do all that shit, bro.
Damn.
I wanted to go to college because they made college look like
cool.
That's the shit that you want to be involved in. Not only are you getting the education on shit that you should be knowing how to do, but it's also helping you with life. I'm like, yo, if this is college life, that's what I want. I want to be like that. I want to go to do this shit. But then the reality of it was how much that shit cost. And I know I couldn't get help. I never forget going into the motherfucking financial aid office and saying, hey, I'm applying for financial aid. Here's my application. They sat down with me and they said, your parents make too much money. And I looked at this bitch and was like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're not paying for this. Well, they're like, you live with your parents.
And the funny thing is, they would hook you up with financial aid, make you pay for it, and not let you lose that shit through bankruptcy and all that other bullshit. Mm-hmm. And they, you should be thankful they didn't, in a sense.
I am.
You'd be sitting here with $180,000 in fucking debt that you still owed.
But I felt like I was cheated out of my college life in my head.
Oh yeah.
I had this plan on fucking doing the 2 years at Lower Fairfax, transferring to Grambling, going down Grambling, pledging Omega Sci-Fi, you know what I'm saying? Being a dog. I planned on doing all that.
You wanted to do everything from the show.
Bruh.
Was it like that in the show?
That's just it. I never made it that far to know. I don't know.
So you haven't finished the show either?
Oh, no. Are you talking about finishing the show? The show was good.
I was saying, did they have that in there? Was it...
when they
fraternities.
Oh yeah, man. Fucking Ron pledged for a fraternity. Fucking
Ron was the light skinned dude with the glasses.
Yeah, Ron pledged for a fraternity. Then it went to remember the Colonel. His son ended up pledging for the same fraternity Ron was pledging for in that motherfucking bag. You know.
Okay.
So like they had the fraternity, they had the steppers, they had all this shit, but they were also tackling like real issues that were happening. And I'm like, yo, they're hitting the mark with a lot of this shit. Now
they didn't have anybody getting drugged up and raped in their sleep, did they?
Yep. What you call it? Who got raped? Because there was a football player in one of the episodes that was raping bitches, and they fucking knew it.
He was drugging them up.
Yeah.
Were they like letting it slide and like sending them other places?
Dwayne, what was it? Dwayne Wayne, his character, fucking Freddie,
confronted the guy.
Yeah, because Freddie was about to go on a date with dude, and Wayne's like, nah, you ain't doing that to Freddie, bro. Like, nah, this ain't happening. Like, nah, you get out my shit. You know what I mean? Fuck you. Like, Dwayne was getting ready to go to bat for Freddie and this motherfucker. And eventually, she's like, you know, she backs out of it because she finds out because some other girl, like, she called off the date. Some other girl went out with him and ends up getting fucking raped. You know what I mean? Like, they tackled all kinds of shit. The AIDS epidemic, when that came out, Tisha Campbell played the character that had HIV. And she's giving a speech like they were.
You mean Gina?
Yeah.
Damn, Gina.
They had a thing where the assignment was the kids had to write their own obituary. And when she went up there,
sounds pretty morbid.
And she's telling her story, and she tells them that, you know, she died of HIV/AIDS, whatever. And all the motherfuckers like, well, wait a minute, now we ain't fucking with you no more. We can't even touch you. Don't touch my shit. You know, because
that's how people in the early '90s treated it.
Yeah, because they didn't know.
They wiped their hands off. You shake your hand and they wipe your hands off.
But the way a different world tackled that shit, they was like, look, don't be ignorant to the shit. Study up on it. Learn some shit about it. Don't assume what you hearing is true. Because look, if you do research on this shit, you guys will understand that everything is all right. That was the thing that made me love A Different World, because not only it tackled shit, but it didn't prey on the dumbass ignorance, like how you got TV shows now that portray black people as ignorant. It was like, look, use your mind to get out of a situation. You don't need to be doing this. You don't need, be creative. Like Ron didn't want to be a salesman like his dad.
Well, it encourages improvement.
The whole fucking show.
And we don't have that in a lot of stuff these days.
That's the thing. That's what's wrong with fucking sitcoms and shit. It's always about the drama.
It's always about dividing us and making us hate each other.
Yeah.
And not fixing our problems.
Yeah, bruh, exactly. But see, that's also why those shows were taken off. Like, who was I don't know if it was, oh man, it might have been somebody. It was somebody I just happened to randomly follow one day, and he was talking about The Rock last week, and I was like, yo man, The Rock says the show Rock, that was my shit. Charles Dutton.
Yeah, Rock. Yeah,
Charles Dutton was one of my TV
they only did that like one season, right?
Yeah, but he was hitting home, man. When he went to go after the dope dealer who was Big Daddy Kane, I was like, no, it wasn't Big Daddy Kane, it was Tone Loc. Tone Loc was the other motherfucker. I want to say it wasn't Kane. It was, I can't remember this actor's name, but he played the bad guy. Tone Loc used to be the old hood drug dealer turned good, and they all get together to gang up on us. But it started with Charles Dutton, a trash truck driver, saying, "Now fuck this, you ain't gonna fuck up my neighborhood. Nah, I'll be damned if you gonna get these kids fucked up out here. Nah, you ain't just doing this shit." And everybody's like, "Oh, Rock, you gonna get..." Nah, fuck this. I'm trying to help out these kids. I'm sacrificing myself to help them. And if it takes me to go to get this motherfucker out, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, God damn, that's a bad son bitch right there. You know, they don't have shit like that no more. They want you to be the drug dealer.
Yeah.
They want you out there doing ignorant ass shit.
They want you to be amoral and have no morals. That's what they want. They want us all to like just hate each other.
That's what all these reality shows is.
Yep.
Oh, bitch, fuck you, ho.
And you know what the real issue with that is that they don't want to pay writers. So they've got all this reality crap where they're just like, all right, let's give them alcohol and put cameras on them and see what happens.
That's why I love British TV.
It's old school, man. It's what they did with Brave, or it's what they did with New World, or what is it, Real World?
Yep.
MTV, and it's taken over all of American entertainment essentially.
Yep.
Because it's inexpensive and cheap to produce. The same reason there's all those fucking stupid like American Idol type shows.
Oh man,
because they cost way less because you don't have to pay writers and you don't have to have people thinking.
You got The Voice, America's Got Talent, plus, some other shit.
Plus, if you're not providing shows where people are thinking and there's a thought process to follow
you just
along.
have motherfuckers entertained. That keeps them stupefied.
That's right. You're dumbing it. You're dumbing us all down.
What was that shit on? Somebody said something. I remember you got to stupefy.
You should check your shit. Like a couple weeks ago, shout out Trey X sent me a fucking clip that was like, this didn't age well, and it was a Cosby Murders ad.
Yeah, where they put
dropping the liquid in
the drink.
They drop a drop in a drink, and Bill Cosby's face appears.
Pops right up in that bitch. I saw that.
That shit is so wonderful.
Because I don't think that show ever came out.
No, I think they had like a couple episodes that were out. I feel like it was one of those things that just failed.
Because that's how a lot of shows were. They came out for maybe a couple shows, and all of a sudden they were gone.
Almost like the Chevy Chase late night show. They did like 10 episodes.
Yeah, I
or
remember
something.
that.
They did like 10 episodes, and it was over.
with. Yeah.
Ain't nobody watching Chevy Chase on late night.
Nah,
shit.
Put him in a movie where he's on a road trip and his family does some fucked up shit, and they're trying to get to Wally World.
Right.
That's the main thing. Just watch him go to Wally World. And people say that Chevy Chase was an asshole to work with. They say he was a fucking pain in the ass to work with.
That's what I've heard.
I'm like, damn.
Well, like him and Bill Murray had beef, but Bill Murray's also kind of notoriously hard to work with.
That's what they say. I'm like, man, you wouldn't think, certain people would be that way, but then when you they're average people.
I think that it's like Bill Murray is probably like, if he's in it all day. But if he's just there because he's being paid and he has to be there, and the further back you go with him, the more he would have to be there, per se.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nowadays, they say he doesn't even show up or answer. Like, you could send him a script and he'd be like, whatever.
Yeah, because I think that...
So if he doesn't like it, he ain't fucking with you.
The earliest thing, or the latest thing he was in was the Ghostbusters Frozen joint. Frozen Empire, the newest Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but they're not in much of that from what I hear.
Nah, I think Bill Murray, out of all the old guys that are there, I think he might have the most lines there. He says the dumbest lines in there. Yeah. And it coming from him at an old age, it just falls flat in that movie.
Yeah, everything's so bad, man. I was watching old, action this weekend. I watched Basic Instinct, and I watched Total Recall. And man, they don't make them like that no more.
I watched Bloodsport.
Oh shit!
Bloodsport is just a shit
show
movie, man. It really fucking is.
Have you seen when they made the Mentos commercial out of when he's
when he's running from the cops? Yeah. Yeah, that shit works so good with it.
It really does.
Oh, man, because at first I was like, wait a minute.
It really looks like a Mentos commercial.
I thought that for a second because I'm like, nah, he didn't do this shit.
Yeah, neither did Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, I said, wait a minute. This ain't no real Mentos commercial. I remember this scene in the movie. I said, wait a minute. Oh, shit, the beat goes with it, and when he turns around, it's perfect. It is the timing. I'm like, yo,
he's on the rickshaw looking back over there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Man, that was before Forrest Whitaker had the Forrest Whitaker eye. His eye
he always had the eye. It just wasn't so bad.
It just wasn't so prominent, as it is now.
Well, it seems like it's getting worse.
As he's getting older, it's hard because the muscles and shit.
What I'm saying, don't they make special glasses to help keep your eye from being so fucked up?
Not that condition that he got. That's just a lazy eye right there.
He got some fucked up lazy eye, dog.
But I mean, that's kind of like Michael Strahan and his gap.
It's kind of not though, because
a lot of people,
technically you could fix the gap. You could get braces and fix that shit.
If Michael Strahan fixed his gap, it wouldn't be the same Michael Strahan.
Yeah, but they're not putting an eye stabilizer in Forrest Whitaker. They can't do it. It's not something that can be done.
That's just him. Forrest Whitaker when you see Forrest Whitaker.
I know that. All I'm saying is you can't fix it, or he would have. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think he would have, man. To be honest with you, I really don't think so.
That's what makes him distinguished?
I think so. Just like I said.
Do you think he can see normal?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Really? Yeah. I think he can see just fine.
I don't know, dog. That seems weird to me because
I think he can see fine.
I would think that your dimensional perception would be rough.
I think because it's been happening over the years and it's been getting lazier and lazier. I think that his body's just adjusts with it. I think he can see fine.
Yeah.
I don't think he has any vision problems yet.
No, dog. I'd be real interested to see what his optometrist has to say.
You know what I mean? It ain't like Charleston White in his glass eye. You know what I mean? Just rolling around. You know what I'm saying?
That shit just rolls around.
Yeah. But it's like Dolly Parton, her titties, and Forrest Whitaker in his eye.
Yeah, but Dolly Parton made them titties. Forrest Whitaker's eye is
I got a point, because Dolly Parton's titties weren't real.
I don't think that... I think she probably has some big titties, but I think she's had some titty work done.
Oh, she definitely has some titty work
along
done.
with face work and all this other stuff.
Oh, she's got a lot of plastic in her.
They're right. These are not real. Like, they're not real the way she's set up. Forrest Whitaker eye is as real as it gets.
Let me try to think of one besides Michael Strahan's gap in his teeth. What's that motherfucking...
Let me ask you something. Could you date a bitch that had a Forrest Whitaker eye?
I've went out on a date with a chick that had a Forrest Whitaker eye. I've done that.
So you went out once. Did you know she had the Forrest Whitaker eye when you asked her out?
Yeah.
And you thought you could overcome it.
It wasn't even the eye that fucked me up. It was more so her attitude. I thought she was like good people's, but then when we went out, I was like, oh wait a minute, you're not a good person. Do you think
she was a bad person because her eye was fucked up and it had jaded her?
You know what? It could be. It could have been. It could have changed her whole attitude. You know?
Right.
Maybe if I say, "Oh, you have beautiful eyes," that could have changed your night.
Yeah,
you
man,
never know.
Nod on that thing.
You never know. But I mean, she was just an asshole to people, so it could have been some insecurity. Like, I know this motherfucker's looking at my eye. Like, I got there's a look. There's a motsaid, man.
You'd be like yelling at her, "Look at me when you're sucking my dick. Look me in the eye when you're sucking my dick."
Which one? Because you're like...
I said, look at me in the eye, not my dick.
Like, there was this one lady, I'd never forget this one lady, man, I knew. She had one of them eyes that would stray, like it
wandering, like
yeah.
Miss Chokes on Dick in South Park.
Yeah, it's
like
it's gone.
It floats away, and then she blinks, and it's straight, and it floats away.
Yeah, it would do one of them numbers, bruh. Talking to that woman was very difficult because I had to hold my shit together. Yeah, I mean,
you mean you were trying not to laugh?
Trying not to laugh and trying not to look at the eye moving.
Yeah, dude.
Because my eyes are gonna track the movement, you know. Because she would blink, and it would
you
go
be looking
back.
off like, what are you looking at?
You know, because I don't think she felt. She might have felt it when it moved, but I know I would concentrate very hard.
But to me, it's like I can't imagine that her vision stays on you.
That's what I'm saying.
The eyes are there. The one starts floating away. Like, how do you not distort?
I don't know, but again, I never had that problem. But I had to focus on like her nose.
It's like, have you seen Shawn Michaels?
Nah, what happened to him?
Shawn Michaels' eyes are all fucked up.
Are they really? Come on, the Heartbreak Kid just fucked up.
Crooked eye, dog.
Wait a minute, dog. Go ahead.
That boy got all fucked up.
Let me look him up right now.
Look him up. Look up.
Shawn Michaels. What the fuck? That's like how Hacksaw Jim Duggan's shit was. Remember Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
Yep. Yeah, he got Hacksaw Jim Duggan eye.
I think Hacksaw Jim Duggan did that on purpose, though. Like,
no way, dude. There's no way that was on purpose. There's no fucking
when
way.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan was in the ring, I think he would do that on purpose. I think this might be drugs.
Nah, they said he hit his head or something. I think he hit his head. And then he got up and his eyes were...
Wait a minute. Shut the fuck up, man. You gotta tell me this motherfucker got hit in the fucking head and his eyes were cockeyed.
I think something along those lines, yes. I do believe.
Nah, man, that's drugs. That's drug use.
Drugs can't do that to you.
Because he was using droppers.
He was doing liquid cocaine in the eye?
Yeah, he was doing liquid cocaine in the eye.
Some bullshit.
Or somebody bust off in his eye and it burned. Probably had gonorrhea. Oh, why they got the eye circled, man? They put a circle around the eye. Come on, y'all. Come on, man.
I told you, dude. It's fucked up, man.
What? God damn, they put a circle around the motherfucking eye. God damn, I thought we was cruel.
Well, that's the picture
is that
we
his
used.
real eye, though?
Who, Shawn Michaels? I'm pretty sure, dude.
I wonder if he had a stroke, maybe.
I'm saying he might have fell, hit his head, had a stroke, and woke up. His eyes was crooked.
What happened to Shawn Michaels' eyes? God damn, there's an article on this shit. God, dog.
I told you, bro.
Son of a bitch.
The Rock says.
What happened to Shawn Michaels? Oh, it's a YouTube joint. I don't have to listen to it later. God damn.
Yeah, you do some research and let us know what the verdict
I'll
is.
be motherfucking damn.
About Shawn Michaels' eye.
But I'm gonna send you the picture that they got the shit circled. I'm sorry. They circled the man's eye. That's like disrespectful. They don't even do that to Forrest Whitaker, yo.
But Forrest Whitaker, like I said, he's always had that eye. Shawn Michaels is like it came along.
Yeah, they're like, what happened to his shit?
Yeah.
Something happened to him.
Yeah, like it's a big difference.
Yeah.
It's a big difference, man.
That shit, what I'm telling you, it's just the cocaine dropper. The cocaine, that was the eye. That was the eye he used cocaine in. One eye had to be sober.
I don't know, bro.
That's cocaine eye.
I don't know. Cocaine eye.
We got to ask Hunter. What the hell's his name?
Hunter Biden.
No.
Hunter Biden would know about cocaine.
Yeah, he probably got cocaine
Hunter
droppers
Biden would
now.
be like, the cocaine eye dropper's a thing of the past.
He can't leave his cocaine in the White House anymore. You know what I mean? Can't put it in the shoe.
That's probably what they did with the eye surgery back in the day. Hit you with that liquid cocaine right in the eye. Cut open your retina, put it back together.
It's possible.
Absolutely.
It's possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said,
oh yeah,
we're gonna have to bring this episode of Stupidity to a close. I'd like to thank you very much for listening.
Yes, we do.
I'd like to encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new episodes.
Like, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits. Keep moving forward.
That's right. Keep grinding on the things that you are trying to get done, because that's how they get done.
Yeah, we believe in you.
That's right. Don't forget, we love you very, very much.
Love y'all.
And we wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
Peace.
Gone.